Welcome back, everyone. A bit of an extended break as we had to wait for the Group A matches to finish, but here we are, our final series on the C stream, and we've got Alliance versus Chaos.
Is this it?
This is it.
Our last series together?
Before I kick you out of here back to Bosnia. Actually, you're not going back home, are you? You're off on holiday. Yeah. We've got an interesting game. Alliance not looking too hot. Group stage hasn't gone well for them.
Alliance is looking great. Shut up. We have a lot of Bulldogs stopped streaming. A lot of Bulldogs viewers are here. They're doing great.
Okay.
Alliance, they got this.
Yeah.
They are top of the group, right?
This is for pride for them. And we've got a draft underway. Game 1, best of 2. Here in the Katowice 2019 group stage. Chaos, coached by T-Governor, the pride of UK Dota. Alliance, coached by Alliance. It's the battle of the minds.
Alliance coached by Alliance.
Alliance coached by... Load is Alliance.
Yeah, I mean, you put that right.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Yeah, Alliance coached by Alliance, they go for the Kotal Centaur, and Chaos Esports, they open up with their Nature's Prophet and Pango. They play that Pango on the offlane a lot. Tavo played it as well, right? Tavo is the
Pango player.
The Pango player on Chaos Esports. They played it quite well, had a lot of success with it. And yeah, Alliance with the Kotal and the Centaur are looking strong already because Insania it's one of his favorite heroes. They're going back to basics. They love this. We love to watch T-Governor. T-Governor is our mate, and when we watch the Governor, his drafts are effing great.
So I would have put bloody great in there to make it even more UK.
Bloody.
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 We like to watch T-Governor. T-Governor is our mate. Yeah. Keep it going, Twitch chat. I'm just going to keep my eyes on chat, honestly. I'm not going to watch the game. I can't wait for Birmingham Major, where these chants are going to be real. Birmingham Major, sorry. ESL One Birmingham.
I didn't stack with him. I got him in my pubs very often. He's the only British guy in pubs that isn't annoying and
doesn't play mid.
Doesn't play mid and lose every single time. And he's actually like kind, you know.
Gentle.
Gentle, isn't arrogant. He's like a gentleman, you know.
Yeah.
I like T-Governor. I like playing with him.
He's a lovely lad.
He plays, I remember his Warlocks and Shadow Shams. Jakiros, whatever. He's always like very kind, takes position 5, supports, buys wards. And now we have a Boxy on that Batrider. I believe that's Boxy on that Batrider, and that makes me like a little bit confused for Alliance, because where is Centaur going? Alliance, you're again picking 2 position 3s. Is this a Centaur 4? Is this a Batrider 4? I don't know. Are they both position 3? Did they forget that they can only put 1 offlane hero in a game? Yeah, that's it, you see.
Ceremonial drums. Leading Alliance.
No,
actually.
one of these is going to be 4, right? Possibly Bat. But Boxy loves to play Bat. And that makes me think it's going to be Centaur 4. Or maybe Centaur Koikwa mid, like they did with Tidehunter mid and failed miserably yesterday.
It's an option, though. Maybe not a great option, but it's an option. What are they banned out? Puck, Ember, second stage bans from Chaos. And Weaver and Juggernaut taken out by Alliance. And Chaos with Prophet Pango. They've got some pretty mobile heroes globally, and even the kind of micro maneuverability that Pango brings to the table. So do Alliance with Bat, Centaur. These kind of re-engage, disengage abilities from both sides are going to lead to some pretty interesting team fights.
Yeah, Legion Commander coming out though, a hero that's really, really good versus that Batrider. You can basically lane the Legion solo versus Boxy. I've seen Boxy even kill a couple of Legions as a Bat, but I don't know. I think that's purely due to his skill and talent and outplay, as Legion Commanders should win that lane.
Yeah,
and in the game you always can clear the lasso, that's why Legion's so awesome versus Bat.
Yeah, that dispel's really nice. We saw Z-Freak playing position 4 Bat yesterday, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
That's an option to kind of swing it into a support role and not have it in that core position that can potentially suffer against someone like Legion.
That would be definitely an option, especially because you have Centaur already. They think ahead. They're like, we're going to pick this Bat, but another offlaner just in case. They're basically going to pick 2 offlaners, 2 carries, 2 mids.
If we change our mind.
That's 6 heroes. No, you can't do that, Alliance. Give up on that.
What comes now for Alliance?
If you pick 3 offlaners, do you get like some bonus?
Is it auto chess?
Yeah, I just played my second game of auto chess with you.
So they pick Tidehunter now.
Yeah. You
What do we have? We have
bonus?
Troll Knight. Centaur's not in auto chess. Kotl, Human Mage. They don't have any real big combos coming.
Nah, never mind.
And Chaos, they can transition to Druids, yeah. Just hope they don't have your RNG, where you get no lone Druids for like 20 rounds. Hello.
Hello there indeed, Mr. Storm.
A little bit spooky playing into Pango's new lucky shot with the silence, but...
And considering it's a pretty early pick of the Storm Spirit, like it can be countered.
AM is still in the pool, right? Oh, so Slark with the new leash mechanic. Well, new leash mechanic, but with the leash mechanic.
Well, it is fairly new, but for Storm Spirit at least, as we haven't really seen any Storm in weeks now. I haven't seen Storm Spirit, so it's gonna be fun.
But why?
Why is it gonna be fun?
No, why Storm Spirit?
I mean, they are out.
They're having a bit of fun.
I mean, why not?
You know, I was talking earlier about
Koikfa.
I've not been particularly impressed with the kind of shift of Koikfa through Alliance, putting him in like position 3s, putting him in these kind of less farm priority situations and roles. Because in my mind, Koikfa's always been one of these carry players. You know, he's always been the kind of farming core.
Farming core, but a green core, like your filthy heroes, right? Like,
yeah.
The filthy farming heroes. I agree with you.
But the past like 10 games he's played, you know, Beastmaster and all this stuff.
Yeah, they just transitioned him. They said, all right, Boxy, you carry us, please. Koikfa, you're relegated. You just lost your farm priority. So
5 seconds.
Maybe they bring him back on the Storm Spirit.
But what do you think about this, Pango? Is he gonna be 4 or is he gonna be 2? Position 4 or mid?
Ooh. Well, give it to Weeha potentially, is what you're thinking.
Mm-hmm. Because you have the Legion that's most likely going to be on that lane versus Bat. Slark is going to be on a different lane, safe lane most likely. Or I mean, Slark is really good versus Bat as well. So you have a guaranteed success versus Bat Rider no matter where he goes, if he's a core, which most likely will not happen. Alliance is going to put that Centaur as a core, and we'll see. And they, alright, Nyx versus Storm, pretty alright as well. You have that mana burn.
Against Kotl and Bat as well. Yeah, Kotl likes to hide in the trees, Nyx can scout him. You've got Carapace against Firefly.
So it's going to be Prophet and Nyx supports, Pango mid, Legion offlane, and Slark safe lane, I suppose.
I'd agree with you. It looks pretty much right. Alliance with the last pick of the draft, though. Storm, Centaur, Bat, Kotl.
5 seconds.
What's happening? They've got a bit of catch and kill with Storm and Bat, a bit of team fight with Centaur and Kotl. No real tower damage or pushing strength from Alliance at all, though.
No push whatsoever. Versus Slark, you don't want to get that TB that's left in the pool. There's an opportunity to pick a troll for Mickey. He loves that hero. He's not banned. They banned out the Bloodseeker. They can't go for Bloodseeker. What's good versus Slark as well? I forgot.
Ancient Apparition.
Spectre.
What? Mickey Spectre.
Boxy Centaur.
So it is position 4 Bat for Tiger.
Position 4 Bat indeed. I mean, they had to. He has 2 pretty good counters. And Nyx is actually a very good counter to Bat Rider as well, as you can always use Carapace and run into the fiery ground that Bat leaves behind him.
Yeah, well, with our final series of the day, don't forget, guys, to get your votes in for the Mercedes MVP for ESL One Katowice. As if your votes
can you
work
vote
out,
for a coach? Can you vote for a coach?
I don't know.
Maybe vote for T. Governor if you can.
And if you can't, DM ESL Dota 2 on Twitter and tell them to bloody well add him. And we're back into it. Game hasn't quite started just yet, so we can waffle on a little bit more about this. Spectre, Storm, global potential from Alliance. They definitely have, it's not a completely weird and out there draft. It's a little bit wonky, but they've got a plan, right? They've got some overall drive towards this.
They have, you know what their plan is? Let's not do anything that we've tried in the last couple of days. Let's forget about all our strategies and let's just invent new style.
Let's let Koikfa have fun. Let's give Mickey that 1 versus 9 hero.
Exactly.
And let's see what we can do with it.
Let's just have fun and let's just pick heroes that scale super well later on and see how it goes. This Storm and Spectre are too greedy to be 2 cores on the same team. Like super greedy.
Mickey disagrees with you. Wrong. I do not understand.
Well, one of them is gonna have to be though. Alright, let them have their fun with the gongs, with the laughs.
Mickey's going middle, by the way. At least judging by his itemization.
Yeah, it looks that way, definitely.
And the way he's moving.
So they don't want to lane the Storm versus Pango. Instead, they want to put Spectre versus Pango.
So Storm waddles down to the safe lane. That'll be Koikfa down there. Batrider for Tiger heading down bot as well, with Centaur Boxy and Senia Cottle top.
Storm safe lane never really my favorite. You just lose your level 6, right? You don't get it on time. You don't get it the same time you'd get it on mid. You can't go to that medium camp and farm it with remnants.
The only time it ever felt reasonably okay was when Eternal Envy discovered that you could buy Soul Ring on Storm.
Yeah.
And that was a good 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, that was good for a while, and then he started buying pipe as well.
Yep.
No, I'm kidding. I never saw him buy a pipe on Storm.
It probably happened.
I wouldn't be surprised.
King Ao on the Nyx and Tavo Legion down bottom. So it is a Weeha. Pango in the mid, Misery Prophet and HFN playing Slark up top. Chaos feels like they've got the upper hand of the draft. And potentially just the upper hand in all of these lanes as well. Do we have no Blightstone yet on Misery? He's gone for plenty of regen.
3 bounties going the way of Chaos.
Insane you got 1 though, that's all fine. At least it wasn't 4.
At least they didn't get the full combo, then you're done.
Yeah, you automatically lose. Game ends, lobby quits.
Yeah. It kicks you out of the game. Why didn't you go for bounties?
So Weeha lets the range creep go first. Looks for the deny, not quite getting it. But Spectre also doesn't get the last hit on it, so that's all good for the
Such a Weeha hero, by the way, this Pangolier. It just feels like we... Doesn't it? Like
in what manner?
I don't know, it just feels like we.
You're sort of bouncy and...
Bouncy, flashy...
Yeah.
Annoying.
Irritating as heck.
Yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a weak hero.
HFN is really racking up the stacks here. Essence Shift level 1. Forces the
he broke the
salve and cancels it through the trees. Misery. 2 more hits to kill off Boxy here. There's 1. He's not going to get it. Tango regen is enough.
Another solve. Insania always with an extra solve there. Saving his teammates. But they have to be careful versus HFN's stacks on Slark. It is problematic, definitely. What's happening on mid? What's with the last hits?
8-0 Spectre.
And Pango? 5-0. Alright, so not really falling far behind. He still has a creep wave under his tower to work with. Be fine.
In top lane, Alliance burning all that regen is definitely going to lead them to have a few struggles. And then looking down to bottom, Storm 6-4, Tavo 4-0. As we have the 1v1 in lane, then Tiger and King Ao having a bit of a battle further back as they try and manipulate the creep wave. And of course, it wouldn't...
They hit Illuminate on him, they had Retaliate. They just ran him down, basically. He didn't manage to run away from them. They have a first blood. I was watching it, but I should have said something. I was watching it.
Can I blame that on you?
Yeah, you can blame it on me.
Can.
You can, because I was watching the first blood, but I didn't say anything. The whole duration I was just looking at. Feels bad, man.
Oh, dearie me.
That's your co-caster, dude. Just chilling, watching.
Just chilling. It's all good. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's a good move by Alliance. They finally get the upper hand, and maybe now Misery in trouble. Quick wall stomp as Boxy swings in from the tree cover, and they find another kill top.
Yeah. Misery wasn't there when HFN was dying, and now HFN is not there when Misery is dying. So Misery does not love company.
So they hit level 2, and immediately Alliance get a couple of kills, even after having to burn through all of their regen.
They're doing quite fine here. There is a level 3 on Slark, he just hasn't leveled anything, so he's waiting to see what's up.
Misery TP's back up top as well. Couple of stacks for HFN, forcing Boxy away. Insania, not quite enough mana for another Illuminate. We'll just have to hold back for a while.
Is that Chakra? He gives it to Boxy though. At least it doesn't cost any mana any longer. You know, there's this thing with Kotl before. Like, you have enough mana for Chakra, but if you use it on someone else, then you lose that mana that you need as well. And then you don't want to use it on someone else, you want to use it on yourself. Right? They really fixed it with the no mana.
It feels pretty good now. I'll just keep looking back towards this mid lane, and Weehar's hitting disarms on Mickey pretty much every time to stop him from CSing. Pretty awkward for the Spectre,
but Mickey
still
does not look
20th.
that way, yeah. He's still leading with the CS at least. So far so good for Mickey. But Pengo isn't gonna be troubled on mid, so that's kind of good.
Another Stomp Illuminate. HFN loses a severe amount of HP, down to about 20%. Couple of tangos to work with up there, but it is difficult times in this top lane. Misery doesn't seem to have that much of an impact, and with another Illuminate, HFN's going to have to bring some salves out to this top lane. Are they diving? They force a salve. He does have one, but Boxy, with the creep wave there, can make a move. Misery holds Insania back for now.
Yeah, I mean,
He's down bottom, hello. King Owl looking for the stun, he's lining it up. Lands it perfectly. And with the damage from Tavo, they should have a quick, clear, easy kill on Storm Spirit. As
yeah, they
Tiger
instantly went as Taiga went to control the rune. I mean, you're a support, you go to control the rune, that's normal. He tried to snatch it away from Weeha. That would help Mickey a lot, but he didn't manage to do that, and then he's too late bottom to help Storm, and he finds himself in one of those situations in which every support hates to be. He tries to help two lanes and ends up just not helping anyone.
feels bad. And what's Weehar's CS at? 23-2, so he's about a wave behind the Spectre as we get 2 bounty runes per team. Nice and evenly balanced across the map, but
He might kill Spectre.
Nice
Mid
Illuminate
lane.
onto the Prophet. Mid lane, Spectre is in a spot of bother. Dived under the tower, back up the top. A second Illuminate. Launched out by Insania, but Boxy didn't quite get the War Stomp there, and HFN will find a pounce away. Misery, no boots, and Boxy does, but they can't quite dive the tower, not feeling comfortable enough in that top lane to go hard.
Yeah, Misery ports back, and then he has his own teleport to work with to go back to the lane. Brings the salve to HFN, heals him up. That's basically he's the portable fountain for this HFN Slark.
King Owl getting body blocked a little bit. The sticky napalm up on him. Tiger has the Firefly as well if he wants to try and make a play, but 1-1-1 across King Owl means he's got the carapace. Very little opportunity for the bat. HFN top. One more click. Oh! The Stout Shield, the Spectre Horn, in we come. Mickey arrives, and now, do they go for Misery? No.
I wonder why though. Like I think they could have went for Misery. It would mean that he's leaving mid for an extended period of time.
Early level in Vortex, level 5. Storm's grabbed it up, but Tiger, even with so many stacks of napalm, just a carapace and a turn. Batrider can't follow through.
Carapace isn't just says bye. What's happening on top lane? Is Centaur falling? It looks like Boxy might fall. He is joking for now, HFN. Oh, at the same time Taiga falls bottom, but it looks like Centaur is finally gonna die.
There it is. First permanent agi stack for Slark picked up. And what happened bottom lane? Batrider.
Yeah, Bat dies. I mean, it's very easy for Bat to die on this lane. There isn't a whole lot that he can do either. Every aggression is instantly countered by Carapace. So, Firefly doesn't work.
Just illuminating into mid. Weehar's got the regen rune though. He can get back up to full. Stay in this lane a little while longer. Bottom, Tavo. How many stacks have we got up on him? 3 for now. Misery has arrived on the left-hand side. Batrider just going to have to slide away.
Just look at their sticks. 11 sticks on Nyx, 17 on Legion. You aren't killing these heroes. You can try, but that's not happening.
Nice D-ward from Tiger though. As they do see Misery coming in for a quick little ward. Mickey back into the jungle, queuing up the hand of Midas.
Of course. It doesn't matter that you're playing the hero that's dead, you still play the meta. Meta items. Midas, Radiance Man. I mean, it's perfect for Mickey.
Lifestealer's banned?
Yeah.
Pick Spectre.
Build the same thing Lifestealer does.
He just pretended.
I mean, it used to be Spectre's item build without the Midas, obviously.
The good old days of Vanguard Raddy.
The good old days, yeah.
Good old days.
The good old days. One ulti and I'm die.
When Spectre was unkillable. Tavo sticking around bottom has hit level 6. Has that duel. As a Radiant Scan catches a whiff of King Ao picking up the bottom rune. We'll try and swing down towards bottom, but there's the duel. 1v1, Legion against Bat. Easy peasy, says Tavo. Thank you very much for the damage. And at the same time, Insania has died middle to Weeha 1v1.
There is Koikwa lurking about, but he is silenced. And Weeha is going for another one, but yeah. What level is Koikwa? 6?
He is 6.
He's fine.
Limited mana though, 260. He will zip a good 300 units
If
away.
he got silenced there, there's a chance for Wee to kill him. Very unlikely, but there was a chance.
It definitely was, and you can see the reaction now from Alliance. Bring Insania mid, put Mickey back here. Storm Spirit's going to go all the way back home to regen. I don't know where Storm calls his home, because he can't go bot. Tavo has really set up camp down here, and they're going to struggle against the Legion commander. The rotations of Misery and King Ao, they're going bouncing from lane to lane. Storm has to sit jungle.
This is the problem. You have the Storm and the Spectre without the home. They're homeless, basically, right now. Because they were both too greedy. And, I mean, the draft is too greedy. You have the Spectre and the Storm. There isn't this one super semi-carry that can run across the map and create space for the other. They both scale, but very late, so...
Misery realizing level 5 Bat, no way to stop a TP. So he fakes it out, forces Batrider to reconsider his options. As Chaos group up, 3 heroes down bottom with some treants to go. They can shove this tier 1. Slark getting some free time top as Alliance. Yeah, they really are playing this very passive defensive game, and for now it's going to work out for them. They have these later game heroes building up these items and securing at least the mid game for themselves. As Boxy's Vanguard is here, he can go sit bot and defend bottom tier 1, can't he?
He can, but not if they come with numbers.
Slightly missed there, King Ao on the Impale.
Yeah, if he was a bit more patient, waited for the Carapace first, then into the stun, he could have killed him.
Mid. He's going in. He's going to get the second bounce through onto Mickey. Dagger dodging every move that Wee makes, and he doesn't land that second swashbuckle. You're right, but the Stampede will come through. They're not charging into mid. They're just trying to get Mickey out of danger, but still the haste allows the relentless chase from Weeha to connect until the TP from Koikfa comes out. Hey, where are you going, Wee? Surrounded by 3 heroes of Alliance, getting tipped up by Mickey. There's another swashbuckle. Misses.
He got tipped by... No, it's Tavo that used the celebratory gong, because we didn't die, but that was very aggressive, and I enjoyed that a lot. High risk, no reward play, but...
If he kills the Spectre.
If he kills, but... Yeah. Very unlikely.
Mr. King Ao. He has hit level 6. We've got that Vendetta to go and scout people out. He'll be aiming for Bat and Keeper of the Light more likely than not. And like we were saying, with the map maneuverability from Misery, with the ability also for this Pango to jump across from lane to lane, they could quite easily dive into this jungle just with a Nyx Vendetta to find some kills. Oh, now they have Blink on Legion as well. Illuminate from Insania.
He's gonna scout it out.
Clip Tavo.
Yeah, but there's Nyx, so if they find Kotl, there's Furion also porting. They got him.
Nice blinding light. Actually buys a lot of time. Saves his life. 4 heroes from Chaos. They miss every spell.
Yeah, that was amazing blinding light, actually. As the Nyx missed the stun, there was no duel. Partly because Kotl has Tranquils, right? So he's so speedy. It's very hard to catch him. 420. 420 almost movement speed. He's missing 1 movement speed to be 420.
HFN has his ulti here. He's also got a Dark Pact just in case that lasso comes, but in comes Storm. Koikfa arrives. And do they have a way out of this with the Vortex? Dark Pact is there, but not fast enough. Good chaining
Man,
of the disabled.
Kotl needs 1 movement speed to be Kotl dude.
He's got 420 now.
He's Kotl dude.
He's Kotl dude. Bruh.
Bruh.
Oh, Boxy, half HP. Surrounded by Chaos as they look for this tier 1 take. Still 600 health though, so not the easiest kill until they go for the dive, and Unfortunately, no duel for Tavo, but a quick stomp from Boxy.
He has Link. He can still go.
Give him space, illuminate, blinding light, where are you? Insania pushes them back, and Inspector haunts forward, looking for Wii, who has no mana remaining. He's got Arcane Boots, 6, and a Swashbuckle. Okay, there we go, a bit of space created for him. Illuminate won't clip. Wii does have a TP as Alliance again committing to defend a hero, but in comes the duel. Off cooldown and Swashbuckle
Spectre
forward.
may die here too.
Weehaw wants a second bonus kill. Mickey in trouble. Illuminate's good, but not good enough. Press the attack keeps Wii alive, and Insania trapped. Sprouted up. Misery allows for another kill for Pango.
Their picks are very greedy, and it really shows right now. Slark is nowhere to be found, farming on his own, completely uncontested, and still Alliance is being crushed. Just I think that was just Tavo and Slark that outplayed them there, wasn't it? The way they played is just way too good. But they came out strong from the laning stage, and that's why they're that's why it's possible for them to do these plays.
And it's both of these drafts, right? They're kind of in and out of both of these teams. Spectre goes in, out. Storm shakes it all about.
Yeah, but Alliance's draft is very weak in the laning stage. It's horrible. While
they have no momentum to kind of...
Exactly. Why Chaos is you get that Legion Fat early on in the laning stage, suddenly she has a Blink Bracer, jumps you, duels you. Hard.
It's a disarm onto Spectre. Still gets the dagger off the rest of Alliance. Coming through in force with the Will-O-Wisp there. They do catch the two supports. Misery and King out. Carapace in 4 seconds. He's burning low to the Firefly and the Napalm though, as Misery gonna walk this one off. The Carapace is there as Storm zips long and hard and catches the Nyx Assassin.
Right on target as well. And now Misery.
I think he's dead, you know.
You think?
Boxy has 309 damage. Koikva will be very happy to grab another kill, a double for him after his Kaya. Swinging him into a decent spot, but in comes Tavo with the Pango. Easy duel win and a grab for Weeha. And we're up to 40 bonus damage on this Legion now, as Insania tries to hold them back. Illuminate and Blinding Light potential. No, it's not. It's on CD. Never mind. Ignore me. We're just going to continue toying with the Alliance squad.
They're going to go for bounties. Meanwhile, Slark is just enjoying his farming excursion around that shrine on top. Doesn't really care at all.
4 bounty runes at 15 minutes, potentially. If Chaos want to go and grab that one, but they're very focused on the tier 1 top. At least for now. Who's this TPing in? Boxy won't be able to save or deny his tower, but Koikva wants kills. Not quite latching onto Misery there, but he will ball onto the two of them now. But pounced up, can't maneuver. No more ball lightning. He will jump forward now. HFN gets the bounty rune. Here comes Tavo. Here comes Tavo. Koikva, low HP, low mana, the duel. Oh my goodness, it's just so easy for him. Even with the stomp, well, it doesn't land, and Boxy is in trouble now himself. Slug with a pounce, and King Owl with a stun, not connecting. The Stampede out will give Boxy a fresh lease on life. Chaos, are they diving deeper? Of course they are. Weeha's here with a Pangolier. In onto Alliance they go, and 13-7 with an 8k lead. Chaos looking pretty hot.
Yep, they're looking pretty hot. Spectre at least is farming on that bottom lane. She kind of stopped fighting, which was definitely necessary for Alliance to do. They need one of these cores to excel in farm, and you do have that Midas on Spectre. So eventually she's gonna have a Radiance. Eventually it's gonna be that scary Spectre, but...
Is the game gonna last long enough for that eventually?
That's the question, eventually. Maybe in the next game she's gonna be strong enough.
Who have they found here?
It's a bat.
It's a dead Bat Rider.
That's a dead bat.
Unfortunate. Create space for Mickey though. Spectre gets a bit of free time down bottom, but Alliance are bleeding out, losing towers at a drastic rate. Tier 2 top going to get Crimson guarded up by Boxy. Kill off the catapult. For now, they will defend it. Slark has like 4,000 gold saved up, hey.
What do I buy, guys? I have Midas.
I want him to buy Radiant.
Radiance and Manta.
I want him to race the
Just
Spectre.
raise the Spectre's items.
Please. No, HFN, that's not a Radiance, mate. That's an SNY. Where's T-Governor? T-Governor would know. He would call it. He's not allowed to speak to his players during the game, though, sadly. And Chaos, still unable to take that top tier 2. But a good catch. Onto Insania as he tries to de-ward. He succeeds at de-warding, fair enough, and they jump in with a lasso now. Tavo dragged back into the tier 2 middle. As Storm, zipping over with a quick vortex, does grab with a spectral haunt. They find the takedown, but King Ao, sentryed. Does he get hit by the dust? He does. So they see him all the way through, but Spectre, the damage from that Pango. That's some substantial HP loss.
They get 2 kills though.
Good couple of kills for Alliance, absolutely.
With a buyback from Insania, but that buyback isn't really a big thing, so... How much gold did they get back from those kills?
A good 1,000 or so.
1,000, yeah, 1,000-ish.
658 going onto the Spectre, so Relic now 700 gold away.
A pretty good haunt there, joining the fight at the right time to kill off the Legion Commander.
We knows there's no lasso and has HFN swinging in from the right hand side, taking down
he got him.
and they kill off the rest on the northwest.
He got both of them with the swashbuckle. He killed both of them. They were going after him, his swashbuckles, right? And the Misery's ult. They got him.
Big nukes from Chaos. And finally they'll break the tier 2. Waiting for the creep wave to arrive, but there it is. Also, they can connect in mid for a tower if they want to, but Blizzard, they're going high ground.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Where's the Cottle when you need him? That dieback actually going to hurt them a little bit, isn't it? Dead for 25. No Illuminate to buy time on this tower. Crimson Guard will keep it safe and sound for now, but in comes the Rolling Thunder. Weehaw. Moving towards Boxy and Tiger. Connects with at least one of them. Won't be able to swing into action particularly well, but it secures the tier 3.
That's a tier 3. Now you can go for these shrines. Is Spectre moving any closer to that Radiance? Let's see, does she have the relic? No, really, that death on the top lane when they were trying to kill Pango definitely did hurt them a lot because it delayed the Radiance. If they just didn't fight there, they would have it right now and they would be ready for the next fight. Now, instead, what's happening is everyone is just going after that Spectre to kill her one more time. look at both teams know what's up. Both teams are just converging around the bottom runes and then possibly into the Spectre kill.
Get the Spectre. Now Tiger, he knew that Nyx was around. Misses the Impale, but the Carapace is perfect on top of him with a good Will-O-Wisp though. Potentially Alliance could fight inside the circle. Boxy going to work, but Chaos, they're too tanky. Even with a full Illuminate over them, they don't give a solitary damn about Alliance's damage. 2 heroes already gone from the Swedish squad, and that'll be a 3rd with Koik for dying.
The Spectre is alive.
They're gonna get a 4th. Insania has no way, he's just standing still. He's like, yeah, I accept my fate.
Just do it quickly. Please, guys. End me.
Specky has no TP for 7 seconds.
Oh, okay, Mickey.
Spooky for Spectre.
He's fine. HFM ports out.
They kill everyone except the Spectre, by the way.
That's what they want. That's what Alliance wants. Yeah, just kill everyone. Just leave Mickey alone. Take us, but not Mickey. He has that Midas off cooldown in 1 second. He's gonna use it, have enough gold for Relic. Can go for that Relic.
Scared of HFN.
Yep. Hard to get to that secret shop.
What's on Courier? Is that his Shadow Blade now? He had Blink queued up, which I was quite interested to see what he was going to do with, but he does go for the...
Shadow Blade's fine. Silver Edge is alright this game as well versus Spec, right? So
that's absolutely right.
Good pickup.
Maelstrom Greaves. Perfect transition for him. And Glimmer being worked on here by Misery's Prophet. Means they've got no Vlads, right? Yeah, Blade Mail, Blink into Deso for Tavo. Nyx Assassin working on a Yule Scepter.
I guess Nyx or Furion can get that Vlads, but they don't necessarily need it at this point in the game.
They're already so strong. Halfway to Raddy recipe. Mickey, he can taste it.
They would really like to kill that Spectre at least once right now. Bottom lane, however, with the lasso perhaps, but there's Legion right there next to him.
And we know something's up. Bat Rider's fire flying.
Leave the trees alone, you filthy bat. Look at how many trees he destroyed. For what? For his own demise, it seems. Yeah. He should be punished for destroying these many trees. And 122 dual victory damage. It's very rare that we see so many victories on a Legion commander in a pro game, at least. In pubs anything happens, right? But in pro games, Legions, they don't really get this much usually.
She has a Deso as well. Tavo hits so incredibly hard. Could even just You know, solo duel anyone.
You
And
can
kill
solo
them.
duel anyone, exactly. As long as there's no saves, no blinding lights or anything like that.
Some good dewarding by Misery, opening up the map for King Out to go a little deeper and scout out Alliance's movements. And Storm and Spectre are both still back in the jungle, but there it is, Radiance for Mickey.
There we go, now we can play, boys.
23 minutes in. Alliance have a 5th hero.
I'm not certain it still helps them too hard. It does help, but they're just so far ahead at the moment. 20,000 ahead. This isn't that Spectre that once she gets Radiance, she just auto-wins. This is a different kind of a Spectre, a different kind of a patch, luckily for all of us. So we'll see if Mickey is gonna be able to make the change.
Well, a second ago there was a Storm there.
And now there's 140 damage there.
Just ceases to exist in a matter of seconds. HFN's also diving tier 3 middle as they chase Boxy away, forcing the glyph as well. That is just for mid lane, so a bit of a misglyph it feels like there for Alliance, and they won't have it for this actual push coming from Chaos top lane, where they aim to take down the barracks. Tavo goes straight in onto it. Tiger, Invis, he is lurking around, potentially looking for the lasso drag back before a Dark Pact can happen. But without your Storm Spirit, you just don't have the damage to kill anybody off.
They do have that Invis on the bat. They're not going to put it to any use, I believe. Is it's going to run out?
Oh, they're waiting for King Ao just to pop his little head into the sentry ward, aren't they? Not going to happen. And here come the big utility items. After the Greaves comes the pipe. Keep this push going.
Nice, King Ao says.
Nice. Nature's Prophet, yeah, like you said. Vlad is queued.
Some utility.
Blink Stomp. It's good from Alliance to start things off. The Will-O-Wisp is well placed as Bat Rider gets back to base. In comes the Pango, though. And the Rolling Thunder connecting with Storm. Twice, in fact, is beautiful from Chaos. One by one, Alliance falls. A dual win secures more damage for Talvo. And with 4 heroes dead, I think the Gs are coming.
Gs are definitely coming. We have a death zone.
When the Gs have already come, look, the Celebrity Gongs.
Even if you buy back, HFN is... Yeah.
Well then, that's quite something, isn't it?
Yeah. And there's that zone, LC hitting your buildings. I do not understand. Me as well, Mickey.
9 to 29, 26k lead. Chaos gonna put this one out of Alliance's misery, I think. Finish off the rest of the base. Tiger. Wait, hang on, where's Quickfoot? Down bottom, okay. The last 2 standing. Waiting for Boxy, Insania, and Mickey to respawn. 2 lanes down. Tiger hit by the carapace after.
They have that haunt. They don't even have the haunt to work with. They're still standing. Like, I really find this... I don't know. It's very sad, but kind of poetic. They're fighting until the bitter end.
Until the very, very bitter end. Here comes the Stampede. Alliance giving it one more crack. Tavo drops low, but the Illuminate won't finish him off. Maybe Koikva can, but a Yule Scepter up buys the time. King Ao has an Impale perfectly placed onto 2 of Alliance, and GG is called. 9 to 35. 33k lead in 26 minutes is monumental, I think, is the right verbiage for that. But Chaos take game 1 in the best of 2, continue their winning ways, and Alliance having a tough time of things here in Katowice.
I mean, we did talk about the fact that their draft was just way too greedy. You drafted yourself a Storm Spirit and a Spectre. Even when Spectre was broken, you weren't drafting like that. You would draft a Spectre, and then you would draft something that's not...
Like a DK or something.
Like a DK, something that's going to create some space for that Spectre to come online. Something that can do stuff across the map. Goikva, he was sent safe lane, at least if he had a good lane, to get that experience early on so that he can go across the map and create any kind of actions. But he couldn't. Why? Because Tavo is like just insane on that lane. He defeats Storm and Bat. 4 kills on Storm, 4 kills on Bat. And then you have the same thing on that safe lane in which, yeah, Slark did suffer a little bit, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, they killed Slark a couple of times, but...
And even if you have the Spectre that's doing kinda alright on mid versus V's Pango...
He didn't die.
CS-wise, Pango isn't pressured. Pango starts rotating instantly after the laning stage because of his spells, right? They allow him to do that. What does he need? He needs a Javelin. And he's instantly, like, active. Spectre...
Brown Boots Bottle Javelin, let's go.
Exactly. While the Spectre, She needs like 15 more minutes to get that Radiance to be really useful. Alliance doing great. Bulldog, if you're watching, don't worry. They're just testing some stuff.
They've got a game 2, and we'll move into the lobby, see what they can do. Alliance versus Chaos continues.